Hello guys, welcome to Redneck Ways. How y'all doing? It's Tuesday. It means it's model day. It's model build time. So that's what we're going to do. Still working on the Sea Bright Dory lifeboat. Um, we last week we got it painted inside, and we believe we got this was cut the seat. I don't know if we did that or not. But today we're going to finish getting the little seats in, which is right here. I got to paint those. Got to paint those too, and the feet, the foot pegs, or the what do they call them? Foot rest here, and then these little tiny pieces, they go up here on the top, and they didn't give those to me. I had to cut those out myself, and that wasn't very fun. It's boring. It's very boring cutting those little things out. You gotta have 8 of them. Little knees right here. They go in here when you get your board in. So, after we get that painted, I'm going to put the red. Go ahead and paint the red stripe on. We'll get that painted this time, and then hopefully next time we can paint the rest of it, paint the white and stuff, and we'll be pretty close been done. I still need to make 3 more oars, 3 more of these, and I want to stain these with walnut, I think, and then we should be ready for clear coat. But I got us another model to do in the future, so it's going to take some time. Sit down and we'll look at it. Let me get y'all stood up here. What I did, probably making y'all dizzy. Oh, I didn't have my thing set up. Alright. Let's see here. Step right here, see what we see. I gotta get you guys adjusted in here. Alright, I think that's good. Well, my mirror about fell. I don't know if that's going to stay or not. I can't see anything anyway. Let me see. Let me scoot you guys over a little bit. That may work. I don't know if that falls. It's going to break. Also have to be very easy. Alright. Man, it really isn't even helping. Alright. Actually, I don't want. I know it's superstitious, but I don't want that thing breaking on me. It ain't helping me out that much up here anyway. Alright, guys. Here's the model I got the other day. It didn't have the saran wrap on it, but the guy said that all the pieces are here. It's the Captain Kidd pirate ship. Y'all take a good look at it. It's got all the. It's got. I love the little cannons in it. It's got about 20 of them. So I want to build this. Get this built one day. Here's a front picture of it. And I want to set this on top of a radio that I'm getting ready to restore. So yeah, I think it looks really good. Now I think it does have the plastic cells, so I don't know. This would be my first ship like this I ever would have built. So let's open it up and we'll check it out. See, hopefully all the parts are there. It's taped up good, but that don't mean nothing. Alright guys, I'll get you guys here. Oh. Alright. Well, see right off the cells are there. And they are plastic. So, got some plastic cells. Here's the little part flags, which feels like paper. Here's the hull. It's brown. That's pretty nice because you probably wouldn't have to paint it if you didn't want to. And here's the rigging. That's a lot of rigging, ain't it? Well, not really. It don't look too bad. Here's instructions. We'll look at them here in a second. And here's the bottom of the boat. And I don't see any mass. Yeah, there's the mass. There's some mass in there. I guess that's the stand part of it. I don't know what that is. I gave $20 for this model. Looks like it came with a roll of thread. It looks like we got a critter. What in the world? Some kind of insect. Now we got some stickers. That's just paper. I don't know about that. I don't guess that's any type of sticker. So let's look at the instructions. Put everything back in here. Some of the guys that I watch do models, they don't like these plastic cells. So I don't know if there's another way you can do it. I think they use some kind of cloth or something. Let's set that aside and let's look at the instructions. Let's go through them. The Captain Kidd. Okay, it looks pretty well detailed. Easy, you know, to understand, put together. Well, can't get the pages. I think it's going to be really cool. I like pirate ships. Well, who don't, really, right? Pirate. Captain Kidd, I don't know what that's all about. I have my glasses. There it goes. I mean, it looks like it's pretty well detailed. There's the rigging. It's showing you on the sails how to cut them and all that. Crow's nest. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty neat little model, guys. So I don't know when I'm going to do this one. I had another one in mind to do first, but I may do this one next. I don't know. But I'm glad that I think it looks like it's all there, so that's a good thing. Alright, guys. Now, what we're going to do on this model here, we're going to go ahead and, like I said, we're going to paint the red stripe. Get the box, show you. We're going to paint the red stripe right here. We'll get that done so that can be drawn and hardened, ready for the white paint. And then we're going to paint the two seats, the footrest, these two, and then if these are dry, because I had one of these break on me and I had to glue it back, but those need painted. And I need to make 4 more, but I'll probably do that off camera. And I was thinking there's something else I was wanting to get done on this video. It'll come to me later. But, so you guys won't be bored while I'm doing this. I'm going to play an oldie from way back in the 40s, Jack Benny. And if anybody hasn't heard that's watching the Jack Benny, he was a really funny stand-up, kind of like Johnny Carson was. Actually, him and Johnny Carson was good friends. Johnny Carson got a lot of his start from Jack Benny's show. So we're going to listen to that while we sit here and do a little painting and all that. So let me get y'all set up and I'll get that started, guys. And just enjoy the video and watching me paint. It's been so rainy here in Kentucky today, and I have arthritis, so everything's aching.
Starring Jack Benny, fasten your safety belts, batten down your hatch, and keep out of range, because here he comes, Jack Benny!
Thank you. Hello again, this is Jack Benny talking, and Don, that was a very unusual introduction. But during the last war, when I was on a ship, it wasn't batten down the hatch. It was batten down the hutch.
Batten down the hutch?
Yeah, things were so quiet, our admiral was raising rabbits. That's the first egg, you hutch it. Anyway, Don, it's wonderful being up here at the Santa Barbara redistribution station, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is, Jack. You know, do you know what an Army redistribution station is, don't you?
Oh, of course, Don, of course. That's where they bring the boys to kind of feel them out to see if they'd like to be civilians again. You know what I mean, fellas? Don, yesterday one fella here volunteered to be a civilian, and this morning he begged to be back in uniform. Found out that a blue serge suit picks up everything but girls. Anyway, Don...
Now, wait a minute, Jack. You've got the whole thing wrong. A redistribution station is where they send the boys to be reassigned for further duty.
Oh. Gee, how can a big star like me, who almost won the Academy Award, be so stupid? Anyway, Don, come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
The boys stationed here at Santa Barbara have asked me to present you with this delayed action bomb.
The delayed action bomb? Why give it to me?
We've delayed it long enough.
The fine way for the Army to treat me just because I used to be in the Navy.
Ah, they were only kidding, Jack. In fact, you wouldn't have had a room last night if the Army hadn't control of the Biltmore Hotel here. You told me yourself you had a nice room.
Oh, the room was all right, but all night long a sentry with a rifle over his shoulder kept walking up and down outside my door. They wanted me to pay in advance. Why didn't they say so? You know. Anyway, another thing, I don't like the idea of having those soldiers act as bellboys. The first time I ever walked into a hotel registered and was carried up to my room on the end of a bayonet. I felt like a pincushion, and I ain't got much cushion. Believe me, the next time...
Okay, fellas, you can laugh and relax because Harris is here with them dynamite cracks.
Fine, dynamite cracks. Phil, if you're such an ad-lib comedian, why didn't you get here at the start of the show?
Well, I would have, Jackson, but I was outside talking to a soldier about his post-war plans.
His post-war plan?
Yeah, so I asked him if she had a friend for me. Oh, Harris, you non-commissioned joy boy.
Dynamite cracks. Phil, those are the kind of jokes that would make Fred Allen go out and borrow some blood so he can blush. And you know that...
What are you talking about, Jackson? I got talent. Why, I'm the main attraction at my new nightclub. Oh, yes, Phil, I meant to ask you. How's that new business venture of yours coming along?
Yeah, Phil, how is that joint?
Look, Jackson, don't call my nightclub a joint. I got a pretty classy layout there, you know. We got beautiful oil paintings on the wall, we got drapes on the window, and soft lights on the ceiling.
What do you got on the floor?
Hair, it used to be a barber shop.
A barber shop?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the barber's lease isn't up yet, so we're both operating in the same room.
What?
While I'm clipping them on one end, he's clipping them on the other. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. You know, yesterday a guy came in for a once-over lightly, and the barber steamed his face with my bar towels.
With your bar towel?
Yeah, it's the first time I ever saw a guy stagger home from a shave.
Phil,
That's our slogan, Jackson. Shave and a hangover, 2 bits.
Phil, I don't know how you get mixed up with all...
Hello, Jack. Hiya, fellas.
Hello, Mary.
Thanks, boys.
Mary, just stand there. Gee, you look beautiful. No wonder the Fashion Academy voted you the best-dressed woman in radio. What a lovely outfit you're wearing. What material, what lines, what style. What are those things hanging around your neck?
My shoes. My feet hurt.
Oh, well, I don't blame you. Sometimes I feel like doing the same thing, but my shoes never match my shoes, you know? What's new, Mary?
Oh, not much, Jack. My mother sent you her regards.
Oh, did you call her?
No, I just got a letter from her.
Oh, another letter from your mother, huh? Well, what does your father's top sergeant have to say?
Here it is. My darling daughter, Mary, I would have answered your letter sooner, but Pop and I have been very busy on the farm with our spring planting. We just finished a few days ago, and already the field is full of corn. And by the way, how is Jack?
I don't get the connection there.
Anyway, we are enjoying this beautiful spring weather, and I guess it has affected Papa because yesterday he whistled at a girl.
Well, good for Papa.
I think he overdid it because we spent the next 3 hours looking for his teeth.
What enthusiasm.
Things are sure happening fast these days, and the draft board seems to be in an awful hurry. Last week, your cousin Bobby went down to take his physical, and today he just returned from New Guinea on a furlough.
Boy, that is fast, isn't it?
And oh, yes, Mary, I have some exciting news for you. Last Thursday, our whole gang went out for a drive, and your sister Babe and the boy she's engaged to were riding in the rumble seat. We hit a bump, and the rumble seat snapped shut.
My goodness.
We worked for hours, and we couldn't get it open. So we called the minister, and he married him through the keyhole.
Can you imagine that, huh?
Your cousin Bobby blew rice at him through a straw.
Oh, boy, what a family.
No other news. All my love, Mama.
That's very cute. What's that P.S., Mary?
Oh, Jack, you wouldn't be interested.
I would, too. Let me read it. P.S. I read in the papers, Mary, that you won the title of the best-dressed woman in radio. How could you possibly do it on what Jack pays you? Your mother hates me because I own the mortgage on her farm. Now, where's Larry? I want to...
Here I am, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello. Hello, kid. It's about time now to do a song.
Okay, but before I do, Mr. Benny, I want to give you a little tip.
Tip? What is it?
You ought to go to Mr. Harris's nightclub. Wow, what fun!
Larry, you went to Phil Harris's nightclub?
Sure, and boy, was I dizzy when I left.
Dizzy? Phil, you didn't give this kid anything.
Don't get excited, Jackson. We just spun him around in the barber chair and sent him home.
Oh, go ahead and sing, kid. I'll have to visit that nightclub the next time I need a shave. Sung by Larry Stevens. And now,
Hey,
fellas...
Jackson, I've been meaning to ask you, what's that thing you've been holding in your hand all this time?
This? Oh, nothing. It's just a delayed action bomb. The boys here presented me with it.
The boys here gave you a bomb?
Yes, they voted Jack the comedian most likely to go places.
Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. Come in.
Yes, there's a man out in the hall. He wants to see you. His name is Allen.
Blue.
Alan.
Jack, I didn't know Fred Allen was in town.
Like I
Neither
said,
did
those
I.
little tiny pieces.
He just wants to get in here so he can louse up my program.
Look, Jackson, if Fred Allen is outside, why don't you let him in? The boys here'd like to see him.
Well, I don't blame him. With those bags under his eyes, he looks like he's wearing a fatigue skin. Look, bud, go tell that guy in the hall to get going or I'll punch him in the nose.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Well, send him in. I'll punch him in the nose myself. Send him in, will you?
Okay. You can come in, mister.
Okay, Alan, you asked for it, so... Hey, wait a minute. You're not Fred Allen.
No, I'm Alan Ladd.
Alan Ladd. Well, Alan Ladd. The guy in pictures that's supposed to be so tough, huh?
What do you mean, supposed to be? Go ahead, Jackson. Punch him in the nose like you said you would.
No. He's shorter than I am, you know.
Don't let that stop you. I'll hit you so hard you'll be foolish to bounce back.
Oh, yeah? Now, wait a minute, tough guy. Who do you think you're talking to, huh? Who do you think you're talking to?
Jack Benny.
Gee, everybody knows me. Gosh, I'm so popular.
Yeah, you're just as I thought, Benny. You're a coward.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just been listening to $10,000 worth of talent.
Never mind, Mary. I'll handle him. You know, Alan, you think you're pretty quick on the trigger, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hold on to your hats, kids. Here we go again.
Wait a minute, Phil. I want to settle this thing right now. Look here, Alan. Nobody sent for you. You butted in here and started this whole thing. What's the idea of calling me a coward?
Because you're yellow.
That's a liver condition. Anyway, what'd you come in here for? You play tough guys in the movies, and this is a comedy program.
Oh, yeah?
Now cut that out.
Jack, I'm only kidding. I happen to be in town, so I thought I'd drop over and say hello.
Oh, you were kidding now. Well, that's different. I'm glad now I didn't hit you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in our sketch tonight, I will once again play the part of that famous, fearless, crime-busting master detective, Captain O'Benny. Phil, you'll be my assistant officer, Harris, and Mary.
Yes, sir.
You'll be the wife of the murdered man.
Is he dead yet?
Not yet, but he's at the 7 Seas getting a little stiff. Now, let's see, who can be the murderer? Hey, I got an idea. Alan Ladd. Say, Alan, the murderer. I've got a great part for you.
How about... I can do it, Jack. I'm kind of tired. I just finished making a picture at Paramount called Salty O'Rourke, soon to be released at all the neighborhood theaters. Men in half uniform, half price. And you can best enjoy this picture by sitting in the balcony smoking a Lucky Strike cigarette.
Don.
Let him alone. He's talking about my picture.
Oh.
And you will rave about this picture while smoking a Lucky Strike because Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Don.
So round, so firm, so fully packed.
Don.
Let him alone. He's talking about my picture.
Oh.
So free and easy on the draw. Thank you, Don. You're welcome, Alan.
Imagine coming here just to plug his picture. Now, let's get back to our sketch. And look, Alan, I'm still willing to give you the part of the murderer, if you can handle it.
What do you mean, if?
Well, the murderer in this sketch has got to be a pretty tough guy, and I don't know whether you're the right guy for it.
Hey, you kidding? Let me tell you how tough I am. A couple of days ago, I walked up to Humphrey Bogart, grabbed me by the collar, and said, "Listen, Bogey, Hollywood ain't big enough for both of us, see?"
And what happened?
Well, here I am in Santa Barbara.
Well, what's that you've got in your hand?
Bogart's tie hit me so fast I didn't have time to let go.
Well, don't worry about it. He must have other ties. Anyway, Alan, I'm sure you'll be all right for the part, and we'll do this sketch right after Phil Harris plays... There's the phone. I'll take it. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Rochester, I thought you were going to be here at noon.
I would have thought when I had trouble with the car.
Well, what is the matter? Couldn't you start it?
No, I couldn't stop it.
Rochester, don't tell me you had another accident.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Is my car damaged much?
I don't know, but if the post-war car has the engine in the rear, you're all set.
Oh, Rochester, this is terrible. What did you hit?
First National Bank at the corner of 4th and Main.
Rochester, the First National Bank is on 3rd and Main.
Not anymore.
You mean you ran into a building? How in the world could you do that?
Well, I was driving down Main Street and I stepped on the gas to make a light.
Did you have a green light?
No.
Don't tell me the light was red.
No, but I found out one thing.
What?
That middle light ain't forever amber.
You mean as you went across, the light changed?
And coming from the north was a Greyhound bug, and coming from the south was a big truck.
Oh, my goodness. Where's my car now?
Any particular part you'd like to know about?
Oh, that's awful. My car must be smashed to pieces, and after what I paid for it.
But, boss, aren't you even going to ask how I am?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry I was so thoughtless. How are you, Rochester?
I'm fine. How are you?
That's what I thought. Now, where are you calling from?
Well, this may surprise you, boss, but I'm in a phone booth.
In a phone booth? What's so surprising about that?
I didn't get out of the car yet.
Rochester, I'll talk to you when I get home. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Every time you take the car out of the road, something happens. Where's Bill? Now, as I'm beginning to see the light played by Phil Harris, who just opened his eyes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the air, we will present our blood-curdling drama filled with mystery, murder, and suspense, entitled The Woman in the Window, or It's a Good Thing the Venetian Was Blind. Don't touch that one, brother. As our scene opens, I, Captain O'Benny, and my assistant officer O'Harris are prowling around Santa Barbara in a police car. quiet night, isn't it, O'Hare?
Sure is, Captain. There's not a soul on the street.
Yeah, but there have been complaints that the people of this town aren't obeying the new midnight curfew.
They're not.
No, they're acting just the same as they always did. Still going to bed at 9 o'clock. Say, you know, we ought to...
Calling all cars. There's been a murder. And here's the address where the murder was committed.
But before we give you the address, here is a message from our sponsor, the Benzine Blackjack Company. Policemen, are your blackjacks getting sluggish? Do they sound dull when they land on a skull? They do? Then why not try our product? If you use a Benzine Blackjack, you're sure to get ahead. And now for the address.
The murder took place at 116 Serrano Avenue, which is right next to the Hacienda de la Caballera Dunlop Ranchero Amigo Cafe.
I know that place, Captain. Let's get going. Okay, Hacienda de la Caballero Don Juan Ranchero Amigo Cafe. What does that mean?
That's Spanish for get the rum out of your Coca-Cola, fellas. Here comes the MP.
Oh, well, come on, let's go.
Okay, Mon Capitaine.
This is the place, Captain. All right, you stand guard here. I'll go inside. How do you do? I'm Captain O'Benny, and I'm here to investigate a murder.
Well, come on in, big boy. What took you so long?
Huh?
Come on in, baby. I'll shut the door and we'll be cozy.
Okay. Be careful, Captain. It may be a trap. If this is a trap, just call me Booby. Remley nearly killed that for me. Now keep your eyes open for clues. And now, young lady, I've got some questions for you.
Good, Chiefy. I've got some answers for you.
Oh, you have, eh? What's your name?
Just call me Cookie.
Never found anything like this in Grandma's cookie jar. Now, tell me what happened.
Well, my husband was murdered. Some low-down, dirty sneak climbed in the window and shot him in the back.
Now, wait a minute. How could a man reach such a high window?
I gave him a boost.
I knew he couldn't do it himself. I could solve this case if I could only find the man who came through the window.
You don't have to look any further, Copper. Up with your hands.
What?
You heard me. Stick up your hands.
Is this a robbery?
No, I just wanted to see if you used Jergens lotion.
Oh, you do, eh? Well, put away that gun.
No, I have a lot of fun with this gun. Look, I'll show you. Now, you, Cookie. Come over here and give me a kiss.
Me?
You heard me, Cookie. Come over here and kiss me or I'll shoot.
Okay. Say, what do you need a gun for, handsome?
Not bad, huh?
Bad? Why, your kisses are like champagne, like caviar, like filet mignon.
Champagne, caviar, filet mignon. If you think that's something, baby, I'll show you a real kiss. Here. Now, how was that?
One meatball.
Is that so? Well, listen, sister. I used to be the best. Hey, I got it now. You two are partners in this crime. You wanted your husband murdered to get the famous Van Dusen pearls. Now, what's that you're wearing around your neck?
My shoes, my feet hurt.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Anyway, sister, I'm going to run you in.
Wait a minute, Blue Eyes. You talk to her like that, and I'll punch you right in the nose.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to a transcription of an earlier broadcast.
What?
And it wasn't good the first time.
Cut that out. Now, come on, you two. I'm taking both of you to jail.
Oh, no, you're not.
Ha, ha, ha! You missed me twice. Now, come on. Let's go. Hey, Captain, I heard gunshots. Yes, and here's the guy with the gun. How do you like that? I ran in the wrong direction. Come on, Harris. We're going to drag this guy in.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Captain. Don't lock me up. Don't lock me up, please. Give me another chance. I'll never do it again. I swear I won't. I'll go straight from now on. I tell you, I'm not really bad.
You're nutty.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Put down that red bean blackjack.
What?
Give me a break. Give me a break, Captain. I'll do anything you say. Anything. Anything. Well, if this performance doesn't win next year's Academy Award, I'm quit.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you spoiled our whole sketch. Come on, Mary, put on your shoes and let's go. Jack will be back.
The Jack Benny Program, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Larry Stevens, and yours truly, Don Wilson.
There's the red.
Hello, Mr. Benny's residence. Star of stage, screen, radio, and gate style, ladies, the occasion demand.
Rochester, this is Miss Livingston. I'd like to speak to Mr. Benny, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Livingston. I wouldn't want to disturb the Admiral now.
Rochester, what are you talking about?
Haven't you heard? Mr. Benny's been made an Admiral.
Jack Benny, an admiral?
Are you surprised?
Surprise? Rochester, I knew we were winning, but this is ridiculous.
I know, Miss Livingston, but I saw it in the paper. He got the commission from Governor Griswold of Nebraska.
Gee.
And Mr. Benny is now a full-fledged admiral in the Nebraska Navy.
In the Nebraska... Oh, I get it. He's an imaginary admiral in an imaginary navy.
Yeah, but he's taking it seriously. He made me sew gold stripes on his blue serge suit.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Rochester, how many stripes can he make you sew on?
I don't know, but you could cut the sleeves off at the elbow and he'd still be a full admiral. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'd better get him away from that bathtub before he messes up the whole room. Oh, Mr. Benny. Say, boss. Oh, Admiral.
What? Oh, it's you, Rochester. Glad to have you aboard. Batten down the hatch and sit down. I can't leave now. I'm about to engage the enemy. Now watch. The enemy fleet is over here.
Boss, don't splash water on that bath man.
Quiet. Now I swing my carriers around like this and bring my destroyers over to this side and encircle them. There you are, Rochester. Now, if you were the enemy and I had you surrounded like that, what would you do?
I'd pull out the plug and ground every ship you got.
Don't be silly. Being an admiral in the Nebraska Navy is serious business.
Aye, sir.
And anyway, I'm proud of my appointment. In fact, I'm sorry I didn't stay with it when I was in the service 24 years ago. Yes, sir, military life is a life for me. And those promotions. Now, Rochester, help me take my fleet out of the bathtub and then...
So say, boss, I meant to tell you Miss Livingston called.
Oh, yes. I better get ready.
Boss, if you're going out, don't you think you ought to take off those medals?
Huh?
Or wear half of them on your right side, you're listening to port.
Oh, yes. Say, I just happened to think of something. I promised to take my girl, Gladys Zabisco, too. I'll pick her up on the way to Miss Livingston. I hope Gladys and Mary are ready when I pick them up. Gladys Zabisco. I've been going with her now for 9 years.
Well, they're not hard. They're just time consuming.
Oh, hello there, children.
Hello, mister. Hello.
You know who I am, don't you, children? I'm Jack Benny.
Yes, we know. You tell us every time you see us.
Oh, yes.
You want to know something? Last night, our mother and father were talking about you.
Really?
Yeah, they thought we were asleep.
Well, so long, children.
Bye, Mr. Benny. Who's this? What? He looks a lot older than 36, doesn't he?
Did you say something, Sonny?
No, goodbye.
So
Goodbye.
I have one set. I've got to make 4 more. So there's 4 to each seat.
See, they're cute kids. But that little boy looks a lot older than 7. Well, hello, Don. Where are you going?
I'm on my way down to the express office, Jack, to pick up a set of encyclopedias.
A set of encyclopedias?
Yeah, and I've just got to tell you, Jack. I sent in 2 questions to a quiz program, and boy, did I stump those experts.
Well, so long, Don.
So long, Jack.
See, I like Don Wilson and his sly commercials. The way he tricks me into keeping my job. Phew. I better sing slower. I can't walk that fast. Oh, darn it. I meant to call Larry Stevens before I left the house and find out what he was going to sing on the program this evening. When I talked to Phil, he told me about the arrangement. I remember he said they were going to use a harp and 4 violins. I remember he said that, too. Say, that's going to be kind of nice. With the harp in the background and the violins playing the soft melody. Yep, it ought to be a beautiful number.
Someone was always in my dreams, that someone was always you. I never thought we'd meet someday, but now that my dream came
That music wouldn't fly today.
I just want the right to love you all of my life. Just the right to take care of you all of my life.
That's the hardest part to get.
I just want the right to be near you, always to be
I don't know why they
there.
get why those are tomorrow. You're gonna make 8 of them.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of the time. Long as I may live, I just want the right to give all my love with all my heart. All of my
Yep, I bet that'll be beautiful, that song. Oh,
Mr. Benny.
Huh?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Kern. How's the newspaper
Little
been?
needle
Oh,
goes
fine,
on.
fine.
Funny, I always seem to run into you on the street.
Well, I was just
here.
going over to your house to thank you for those stories you gave me.
Oh, you mean how
It's
I
not
found
bad.
Mary Livingston?
Mm-hmm, and how you found Rochester.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
You know, those first two articles were very successful. And now my editor is interested in knowing how you found Phil Harris.
Phil Harris.
That's right.
Well, okay. Walk along with me, Mr. Kearns, and I'll give you the whole story.
All right.
You see, it was 10 years ago that I first met Phil Harris. I remember the day well because it was Mary's birthday, and I wanted to show her a nice time. So I got all dressed up, went over to her house, and let her make dinner for me. And the meal was delicious. I remember we had thick sirloin steaks smothered in onions and stripped with bacon. Yes, sir. That was 10 years ago. Gosh, Mary, this is a terrific meal.
Well, thank you, Jack.
Gee, the steak is so tender and so easy to cut. Gee, it just melts in your mouth.
Jack, put on your glasses. You're eating the butter.
Well, anyway, Mary, it was sweet of you to invite me over to your apartment for dinner. And wait till you see the bottle of champagne I brought you for a birthday present. You know, you've heard of those famous imported champagnes like Vintage Premier and Chateau Calais.
Yes?
Well, this is a new brand, Savan Oop.
They're not totally uniform. They're a little bit different looking.
You know,
They're-
Mary, I was just
They're
thinking.
pretty much the same.
Here it is, 1935, and it's been 3 years since I put you on my radio program.
It's been over 3
A
years.
little
Yeah.
bit different.
Say, Mary, what would you do if I gave you a little raise?
I'd quit my
Like
job
I
at the
said, I
May
wish they would
Company.
have supplied They're awful
Don't worry,
little
Mary. You
to
just
cut
stick
up
with me. In
stuff.
another 2 or 3 years, you won't have to work at the
Especially
May
if you don't
Company.
do
Except
models
maybe
all the
Saturday.
time. I'm sure for like guys that build models all the time.
The day'll come.
no
Well, let's
problem.
not talk about that, Jack. The evening's young and it's my birthday, so let's do something.
Well, I was going to suggest something.
What?
Well, first, let's go over and sit on the sofa.
Uh-huh.
And we'll snuggle up close to each other.
Uh-huh.
Then we'll turn the lights down low.
Uh-huh.
Then we'll tell ghost stories. How about it?
Well, Mama warned me about everything but this.
What?
Jack, why don't we go out somewhere? Let's go to the Coconut Grove.
Well, maybe. Hey, wait a minute, Mary. I've got an idea. There's a nightclub way downtown on North Figueroa Street, and there's a new
All right,
band
guys,
playing there.
Let's go over this
See, what's the
way
name of that
one
band
time. I
again?
think that'll
Oh,
probably
yes,
do it
Phil
for you.
Harris and his Syncopated Serenaders from
You
the
guys
Solid
probably fell
South.
asleep on me.
Phil Harris? I've never heard of him.
Well, he's just coming up, and I'd like to go hear him, Mary, because, you know, I need a new orchestra for my program.
All right, let's go.
Okay, now let's see. Where's that nightclub now? Oh, yes, on Figueroa, about 6 miles east of the La Brea Tar Pit. Come on, Mary.
I like this.
Here it is, Mary. This is the place.
Holy smoke, what a nightclub. This is an awful joint.
Well, Mary, you can't tell anything about it from the outside.
Yeah, but look at the name of it, the Ruis Club.
So what?
Ruis spelled backwards is sewer.
All right, what's the difference?
And look, Jack, you have to go down these stairs.
Yeah. Okay, let's go down. Watch your step, Mary. Let's rest. If I go down any farther, I'll get the bends.
I think we hit bottom, Jack. Here's the door.
Oh, yes. Well, that guy Harris knows all the new tunes, doesn't he?
Yeah, but how can people dance on that bare ground?
They probably sprinkle water on it to make it slippery. And it helps keep the dust down, too, you know. Let's find a table.
Maybe that man will get us one.
Oh, yes. Pardon me, are you a waiter?
Well, what do you think I am with this napkin over my arm? A clothesline?
Oh, I'm sorry, but you're dressed too nice to be working in a joint like this.
Oh, you mean these striped pants and this Prince Albert coat? Well, you see, I wear these clothes on my other job.
Other job?
Yes, I'm an undertaker's assistant.
Oh.
It was my idea to put the candles on the table. And now would you like me to find a table and lay you out? I mean, seat you?
Yes, please. Come on, Mary.
Ah, here we are. Now, what would you like to eat?
Nothing, thanks. We just came in to hear the band.
Well, you might as well order something. There's a minimum charge of 35 cents.
35 cents? Well, I'll have a chicken sandwich and a combination salad.
And I'll have a steak sandwich and French fried potatoes.
Anything to drink?
No.
You might as well. You got 15 cents to go.
Oh, well, bring us coffee. Imagine that waiter, an undertaker's assistant.
Jack, look, the show's about to start.
Good, I'm anxious to hear this guy, Phil Harris.
Hi, you folks, and a good evening to each and every one of you. Now, welcome to our little club. This is your orchestra leader and master of the ceremonies, the one and only Phil Harris. Are you glad to see me? Yes, sir, thank you, and we have a very lovely crowd here tonight.
Hey, Mary, he's got a nice personality.
We'll see.
And speaking of crowd, folks, a funny thing happened to me on the way to the club tonight. The panhandler stopped me and said, "Pardon me, mister, can you let me have $1,000.05 for a cup of coffee?" So I said to him, I said, "Look, coffee only costs a nickel. What do you want $1,000 for?" So he says to me, "It's gonna kill you, folks." He says to me, "Well, I gotta pay my income tax, don't I?" No, lady, don't explain it to him. If he don't get it, just let him suffer. Let him lay it. Don't wake him up.
Hey, Mary, did you get it?
I got it all over me.
Quiet, this guy's good. He's
And
good.
here's another one, folks. This'll embalm you.
Embalm ya.
Did somebody call for me?
Quiet.
Get this, folks. A guy walked up to me today and said, "Hey, Harris, where'd you get the black eye?" So I told him it was a birthmark, and he said, "A birthmark?" And I said, "Yeah, I got it in the wrong birth." Oh, yes, folks, it's just natural with me. Just natural. Yes, sir, just natural. Now we're rolling. All new stuff here. All
Hey, Mary.
new stuff.
Hey, Mary, this guy is terrific. No, really, he'd be great on the radio. He's got something new, something different.
Oh, you say that every time you see a man with hair.
Oh, you just don't know class.
Now, folks, for the high spot of the show, I'm going to sing a song I wrote myself entitled, "That's What I Like About the South."
Hey, I bet this will be good. You know that, Mary?
come with me to Alabama. Let's go see my dear old mammy. She's frying eggs and broiling hammy. That's what I like about the South.
Hey, man,
now there
wonderful.
you can make no mistakey. Where those earths are never shaky. Ought to taste fillet of cakey. That's what I like about the South.
I gotta hire
She's
this
got
guy.
baked ribs and candied yams, those sugar-cured Virginia hams, way down south in Alabama, and that's what I like about the South. Hot corn bread and black-eyed peas, you can eat as much as you please.
Hey, look at the way he snaps his fingers.
And that's what I like about the South. Ah, don't take one. Have two, they're dark brown and chocolate too. Suits me, they must suit you, because that's what I like about the South. Good now. Thank you. Yes, sir. Never alone in the club. Well, folks, that concludes our first floor show, but don't go away. There'll be another sensational show in 5 minutes.
Mary, I don't care what you say. That guy Harris would be great on my program. I want to get him over here. Hey, waiter.
Yeah.
Will you please bring the, will you please bring the orchestra leader over to my table?
I'm sorry, he doesn't come with the 35-cent tip.
Never mind the wisecracks. Bring him over here.
All right.
I don't know, Mary. This guy Harris has a great personality.
Cigarettes, also cupidos, gardenias, and razor blades.
Imagine razor blade. Oh, miss, give me a pack of cigarettes, please.
Yes, sir. What kind?
Oh, by the way, miss, what's that you've got on your tray there, tied up in pink ribbon?
That's a lock of Mr. Harris's hair, 20 cents.
Well, I don't want it.
You better take it. This is the last one left, and we don't shear 'em again till the first of the month.
No, thanks just the same. Hey, Mary, she's kind of cute.
Oh, you fall for
Wait a
it.
minute. Here comes Phil Harris. Now, Mary, I want to make an impression on him, and I want you to help me sign him for my show. Tell him what a good boss I am and how swell it is to work on the radio. And above all, what a wonderful guy I am personally, you know?
Oh, but Jack,
Here he comes. Huh?
Hey, I understand one of you characters want to see me.
Why, yes, sit down. This is Miss Livingston.
Hiya, sweets.
And my name is Jack Benny.
Look, Bud, I ain't got much time. What do you want to see me about?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about a job.
Job?
Yeah.
Well, look, fella, I know things are tough, but I can't use you. I don't want no new help, kid.
No, I don't mean that. You see, I have a radio program, and I'd like you and your band to be on my show.
Well, I don't know. You see, I've been
but
here.
he's a wonderful man to work for. He's the nicest boss I ever had. He's just a ginger, peachy boss. So pleasant, so generous.
Mary,
so
you're
nice.
overdoing it, and stop licking my hand. Now, Mr. Harris.
Just call me Curly.
Oh.
Till the first of the month.
Oh, yes, the cigarette girl told me. Now, Mr. Harris, radio is a different type of work. You read music, of course.
Huh?
Music, notes, arrangement. What's that on your music rack?
Termites. The joint's lousy with them. Oh, Harris, how could you be so young and bright when it's so dark down here?
You see, Mary, this guy is terrific.
Oh, look, I'm only kidding. I've been studying music since I was a baby. Why, when I was 6 years old, my parents used to take me to the concerts at Carnegie Hall.
A 6-year-old kid interested in Carnegie Hall?
Well, they told me it was a burlesque show.
A burlesque show?
Yeah, how I used to whistle when they took the cover off of the bass fiddle.
Say, Mary, this guy's got a terrific sense of humor. He'll probably be able to write my gags for me.
I'll settle if he can just write.
Now, look, Harris, I want you on my program, so if you'll meet me Sunday morning, you'll...
Wait, excuse me a minute. The second floor show's about to start, and I gotta introduce the singer.
Oh, I'll wait till you're through. You know, Mary, I think this fella's...
Hey, Jack, look who's going to sing, the cigarette girl.
Oh, yes. Say, she's cute.
And now, folks, I want to introduce our singer, the sweetest little lady this side of Pismo Beach, Miss Trixie Laverne, who will sing My Melancholy Baby.
Well...
Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancies made. Don't you know that I'm in love with you?
Can't you hear me calling when the rain it am a falling? Why, every day the sun is shining, why should I be home a pining?
While my honey dear, while I drive away each tear.
Or else I will be a melancholy. Yes, I will be a melancholy. Or else I will be melancholy too.
Gosh, Mary, I'm a sucker for sentimental songs. Hey, Harris, come here a minute. Yeah? Say, that girl singer you've got isn't bad. That Trixie Laverne.
Well, look, that's just her stage name. Her real name is Gladys Nabisco.
Gladys Nabisco, eh? Say, that's a pretty name, too. You know, I kind of like that, babe.
Oh, come on, Jack. Let's get out of here.
Why, Mary, you're jealous.
Oh, fine.
Hey, Harris, don't forget Sunday.
I'll be there. So long, Jackson.
Did you hear that, Mary? He called me Jackson. No one ever called me that before.
All right,
Let's
folks,
go.
here's a brand new number I wrote myself called That's What I Like About This House. You won't come with me to Alabama. Let's go see my dear old mammy. She's frying eggs and boiling ham. That's what I like about this house.
And that, Mr. Kearns, is how I met Phil Harris.
Well, that really is a story.
And I must say, Mr. Kearns, that Phil has been very fortunate in being associated with a great star like myself. A man who's been on the radio for so many years and who every year almost wins the Academy.
Well, guys, let's see. Something here. Take this tape off. See what it looks like.
Radio service.
So guys, I hope y'all had a good time, and I thank you guys for watching. And next Tuesday we'll do it again. We're getting closer to being done. Hopefully next Tuesday we'll paint the hull and get it painted white. And do the I gotta do a couple more oars and stuff, and also there's something else called what is it? Oh yeah, I've got to make the row lock blocks. Still got to do that, and also there's rub rails that go in, which is these wooden ones, these like stained dark wood, which I'm not gonna paint those. I'm gonna leave those wooden. I think it'll look pretty good. So, alrighty guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Redneck Ways. Bye guys.